what is the best time to sell your house in 2020? It's coming up right after this. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I've been getting a lot of requests to narrow it down for 2020 to when the best time to sell your house is. So here it is. I'm going to present the whole video to you guys right now, and it's coming up right now. Determining when the best time to sell your house is, there's a lot of factors that go into that, and predicting into 2020 is extremely hard. But what we do know is that the real estate market is a seasonal market. What it means is that we see the peak amount of listings come on during the summer when kids are out of school, families want to move, and then we see the least amount of listings come on during the winter. So let me illustrate that with a graph right here. You can see in this graph this is new resale listings from 2016 all the way through 2019, and you can see how unison the graph is. And basically we see the least amount of listings come on during December, which makes sense. You know, you have the holidays, you have Christmas, and it's right around 400 listings for that month. And then the peak of the listing season would be May. So that would be around almost 2,000 listings in May. And then you go look down to January, it's around 800 listings. So right off of that New Year kickoff is what we call it. That's when more home sellers are starting to put their houses on the market. Buyers are starting to come out and look for new properties again. So this is something to think about as a home seller. Everything just goes back to supply and demand with business, especially in real estate. So if you're putting your house on during the peak summer months, is normally when you're gonna get your best price, and that's why we see a lot of sellers put their house on the market, because there's the most amount of buyer demand during that time. What you need to understand is that supply is gonna be high and demand is gonna stay the same, so you're gonna have a lot of competition on the market. It means for you as a home seller is you need to make your house stand out. You need to price it correctly from day one so you get the most amount of buyers in there, because the last thing you want to do is have your property sit on past the summer months into the winter months, and now you're only going to get way less than what you want for your property. You're going to have to end up taking your property off the market and waiting for that next spring cycle. When is the best time to put your house on the market? Well, it's around April, May, June, July, and August. And I wouldn't recommend putting your house on the market any later than April. That way you're set up perfectly for those spring months. You're going to get the most amount of buyers into your property, which means you're only going to get the best price for your property, and hopefully you get multiple offers. Important to remember is that when you sell and buy in the same market timing, you're going to have the same seller net equity. What this means is that essentially if you were to sell in the peak of the market during the summer, well, now you have to turn around and buy a house. So you just sold your house on a premium price, which means you might have got multiple offer situation and it drove the price up. Well, now when you go to buy a house, you're most likely going to encounter the same situation. So unless you get a really good deal, you're going to end up with the same seller net equity when you sell and buy in the same market timing. Guys, there you have it. Hopefully you got a rough understanding of when the best time to put your house on the market is. Now keep in mind, this isn't only for 2020. I was saying the same thing in 2019. It's going to happen the same way in 2021, 22, 23. So just know that, you know, the summer months are those peak months. And if you are trying to get the best price possible, appreciation normally happens from January on through the summer months, and then normally cools off into the winter months. So there you guys have it. Hopefully you liked the video, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.